Hello, everyone. Welcome to Segula's New Challenges for Engineering Careers podcast. In each episode of this mini-series, we'll explore a major market trend with real-world examples from Segula. My name is Kayla, and I'm pleased to welcome to the mic Sonia Fuss, Deputy Director of Human Resources at Segula. Together, let's discuss in this fifth episode the values and commitments to quality of life at work at Segula. Sonia, I know that you're head of HR, and you're also an engineer. Do you feel like the values aspect is something that is becoming more prominent in the interviews that needs to be matched as well as the experience and the capabilities?
Absolutely. The values now are really key for people who are looking for a new job. You have very interesting studies from LinkedIn, for example, who publish every year a top 5 or top 10 of what candidates want for a new job. And basically, they want to be aligned with the values. They want flexibility, they want a good work-life balance, they want to learn and to continue to learn, as we said, and also they want innovation. So we are really in this new, very difficult world for companies, I would say. They have to be transparent today, they have to say what they do and what they don't do. I believe this is a good opportunity for engineers to find new jobs that really fits with their values. Companies now, they really have to demonstrate that they have a good employee branding and to deliver the message of what they do, to say that they bring things to environment, to industry. And I truly believe that we do that within Segula in our employee branding, which is on our website.
So have you put anything in place at Segula in response to some of these? That people want work-life balance, they want flexibility, they want to see that it's not just greenwashing, but that there's actually action being taken. What have you been able to do to make engineers happy about those things?
Several things. We talked about innovation, for example, and I have to say that we have 200 projects of innovation every year with our engineers. They are working on that. One of them is called Green Daily River. Green Daily River, this is an example that I can share with people who are listening to us because this will be displayed during the Olympic Games of Paris next year in 2024. This is a product that goes into La Seine, into the river in Paris, and who is able to convey very strong materials, very heavy materials with 100% of decarbonized energy. So this is just one example of what we do. And if you look at the book of innovation, this is full of those examples that you can see and where we are working on that. Another thing that we put in place to match with the values, and we know that people who want more diversity, more inclusion in companies are really concerned by that, is that we created a club that we called Wins for Women Engineering in Segula. Basically, this is a group of people that make sure that we promote women careers within the company and we can have this equality, gender equality, and we can also have this diversity within the group. Because as we said, we are a global, worldwide company. So those are really two examples, but an advice that I can share with you also that are listening, if you have an interview with our talent acquisition specialist, don't hesitate to ask specific questions. I think, Kayla, your question was very good, and you can take example on that question to say, okay, what are you concretely doing within Segula? All talent acquisition specialists are really trained to answer these questions. They know perfectly what we do in the company, but also they can share that with you transparently. They can also answer the question that you may have.
In your opinion, how important is it to have flexibility around personal and professional life?
It's true that if we go back to the COVID period, it was a very difficult time for some of the engineers. And we saw that companies, I can share also that feedback with you. We had a lot of engineers that were wondering about what do I do and what do I want to do tomorrow. do I want to go back to the office? Do I want to go to this again? Do I want to work in this environment? So a lot of questions about flexibility, about the values, about the meaning of my job. We addressed that again with the training to have really this engagement state between the employees and the company. We put in place, for example, e-learnings to give them flexibility on how they can learn and how they can continue to build their career within the company. We saw when we put in place in 2020 during the COVID that more than 50% of our people actually went to our platform, which is called Segula Academy. And Segula Academy provides a lot of contents, technical ones, but also soft skills contents with our partners, Good Habits and LinkedIn Learnings. And we saw that more than 50% again went on this platform. They spend more than 2 hours per month on the platform to really bring new skills to their career. So that is one piece of the flexibility. Of course, the major piece is localization. I know some of our employees in the US, for example, when they had these lockdowns, they basically decided to go back to their family home. They just moved from one state to another. They went from Washington, D.C. to California. And it's very difficult then to say, okay, I will go back to this city maybe 2 years after. So we also offer, and this is something that I believe companies globally know now, that they can offer or not. This is really a choice within Segula. We decided to listen to our engineers and to offer them this flexibility also of localization when they need.
Sonia, in your experience, why are mechanical design companies reluctant still to move to remote work? Have you run across that?
Yes, this is a very good question. I'm going to try to answer this question. I truly believe that this industry is moving faster than mindsets. I would say it this way. So it means that industry and technology allows people to work with flexibility from home, for example. But the thing is that some companies, they don't want to take that into account. So it really depends on the culture of the company. Is the culture oriented to or against flexibility? Again, this is also a question of innovation that the company can bring to these employees. We have that proximity into our values, into our DNA, our core values. And it means that our managers, when they are on the field, and even if there is some home office, they just stay connected to make sure that everything is okay and the link is still existing. So I would say all the companies are not ready. This is a choice that they made. And again, you as an engineer, you also have the choice. So you can really and truly, I believe you can find a company that matches your needs totally.
Do you think that engineers care about the environment? Could that sway their decision in which employer or project they choose, for example?
Definitely. Again, we can see that in interviews when we see candidates. You can also see that in statistics. People care about environment, so it's true that engineers also care about environment. But I would say more than just this, they also care about the values of the company again. And I truly believe this is the most important when you join a company. Is it going to be a company where I will feel respected, where I will share the values with my colleagues, with my management, with my CEO? And this is the major thing today. So what we can say is values is something difficult to handle. And when you don't know the company, you cannot know what are the values. So again, maybe some tips for you is to see on the website, on the career website, maybe to watch some videos of employees talking about their jobs, what they do, what they like. And when you have interviews, just ask questions, as many questions as you want to the talent acquisition person in front of you.
Thank you so much, Sonia Fuss, Deputy Director of Human Resources at Segula, for your insights into these new challenges faced by engineers. Don't hesitate to discover the other episodes of this mini-series.